What is going on, guys and girls? How are you doing today? Single role player here once again, and it's about time I share some thoughts on the Metamorph League and the Conquerors of the Atlas expansion. I've been playing for the last 5 days, I guess, and progressed quite far, even though not as far as I expected. The leveling is very different this time, and the Atlas progress is absolutely different from what we've known, so it's way slower now. And I think this is one of the biggest problems for the casual players, because the Atlas progression really appeals to the players who can grind the fuck out of it, and not the players who just casually play a couple of hours after work. It is extremely slow at this point, because we start in the center of the Atlas, with all maps being white tiers like 1 to 5, and overall, once you progress through the game, you get the watchstones, which you can insert into special regions, which can upgrade the tiers a little bit into the yellows and the reds, depending on how much you insert per region. But at the same time, it creates another problem, which is it hides and opens random maps when you insert them. So potentially there are two ways how we can progress within the Atlas: either just clear all the white tiers and then start inserting the watchstones and clearing whatever shows up, or just when you get the first watchstone, just insert them in the corresponding regions and start clearing in the yellows. Then you get another one, insert it, and start clearing whatever reds you get there. So yeah, two different approaches. I went with the kind of easier and more complex approach with opening up everything by default, like all the white tiers, but it creates another problem, which is over leveling. You see, this is like level 69 zone, and I'm level 80 whatever 5, I guess, at this point, so I get absolutely no experience whatsoever, simply because there is an enormous amount of white tier maps, like 80 plus, and this is literally half of the Atlas is filled with the white tier maps. So you get no experience from this. This is a big problem for me personally, because I expected to be in the 90 plus at this point, but since I went for the completion way of opening the Atlas, I am extremely overleveled and getting no experience. Overall, speaking about the Metamorph, I really like it. I think it's fantastic league mechanic, probably the most enjoyable thing since the Legacy. The Metamorphs are cool. They are also very rewarding. They drop exiles, they drop prophecies, they drop everything. What I like about the league and about the Metamorphs is that they can actually drop everything from every fucking league, even league specific uniques, which is absolutely fantastic. The only problem with the Metamorph so far is that you actually need unique organs and unique bosses to kill to get the unique organs from them. Because there's kind of a waiting happening, and the unique organs give you the more waiting towards even more unique organs. So practically you just need to kill maps bosses with multiple unique bosses, which are maps like the race course, courtyard, whatever they're, colonnade, I guess. Yeah, so anything else just doesn't really matter, because you just don't get the unique organs from the normal map, because there's just not enough rarity to spawn the unique organ. So yeah, this is pretty kind of one-sided approach towards the Metamorph, and this is, I think it will become really like this quarry farming meta in the Delph League, the same practical shit. Just all the glacier farming in the Legion. I think it will eventually if it will not be fixed, it will eventually turn into this kind of weird farming meta, with just farming the same fucking map over and over again for the unique organs. This kind of sucks in my opinion, and I really wish it gets some kind of a balance, I guess, because for now it kind of sucks in my opinion, very pigeonholed. So yeah. Speaking about the build, this is what you see, the kind of a siege ballista hierophant. The build is still in progress, guys. I'm not ready to share the kind of full build guide or path of building, because I don't do this if the build is in progress. Everything comes in time, and I'm still 87. I'm still not there yet to showcase anything incredibly crazy. I still haven't seen the full potential of the build. I'm still trying to buy the gear. I'm still using one 5 link and one 4 link, so I don't even have a 6 link at this point. So yeah, there's still a lot of things to go. I've progressed quite far on the gear. I already bought a bunch of gear and kind of enhanced it in a way that I wanted. So definitely the build shows up really nicely and progresses quite smoothly. It was also an exceptional experience while leveling. I haven't played this shit in a long time. One of the things that completely surprised me within this build is the Hierophant Ascendancy. I haven't touched Hierophant in years, and goddammit, he's tanky. Especially considering that I have over 1,000 dexterity, which gives me over 10,000 evasion rating without any flasks. So practically monsters just never hit me at all. On top of that, I have 5 energy charges for now and 10% regeneration because I get 10 ballistas at a time on the screen. So this is an extremely tanky build, and you know, when I first saw this, like my project with 4.4 thousand life, I was very skeptical, like how the fuck am I supposed to survive this with 4,000 life? How can I not get one-shotted all the time? Well, it appears that I am not getting one-shotted, guys. I haven't died even once in the last 3 days, and I understand that I'm still doing, you know, the white tiers, and it's just not a threat, but you know, I have a feeling that the build will still hold up really nicely in the yellow tiers and it might be even in the red tiers. We'll see. And like I mentioned, one of the reasons why there's nothing to share at this point, because this is still an ongoing build, guys. I don't know how we'll handle against the bosses, the endgame bosses. I killed all the 4-5 bosses so far, but they were on the white tier, so I haven't seen the yellow tiers, and I want to see how much damage I can do to the Shaper, Elder, and everything else overall. But yeah, it's quite decent experience, liking the build so far. So to summarize it, guys, I really like the Metamorph. I think it's fantastic. Outside of picking up organs and just killing the multiple unique bosses on the selected amount of maps. Once they do the vacuum pickup, I think it will be very good. The Conquerors of the Atlas and the Atlas Rock, I don't like it at all. It's overcomplicated, multiple layers of energy, and an enormous amount of grinding involved. I absolutely don't like it. I think it's the worst thing happening with the PoE for now. The previous system was pretty linear, definitely not as grindy, but it was at least kind of understandable for the new players. And currently, if you're a new player, you start the game and you first see the skill tree, and this is like a big first hit to your morale, and then you see the Atlas once you reach maps, and like, holy shit, fuck it, I'm going back to the Great Rifts in Diablo 3. I'm not understanding anything in this game. So yeah, it's a big problem. I think that they overcomplicated the shit. There's no tutorials of anything. There are kind of hints across the Atlas what you need to do. There's also the quest line, which tells you like search different regions. Yeah, fine, okay, and that's it. Basically, that's all you get. There's no hints on how you drop the maps, like what you should insert where, why. I really wish there were more kind of tips and tips in general what you want to do with the Atlas, and I think the game is definitely still lacking of this, probably to the lack of the Q&A once again, guys. And also the endgame boss is completely bugged and practically unkillable if you trigger some things in the wrong direction. So I know that a few top tier solo self-found hardcore players already died because of the different bugs and over complications to the fight. So the boss fight, unfortunately, is super bugged, completely unbalanced, and probably untested at all, because maybe GGG themselves haven't got there themselves to test them out. I don't know why. Yeah, so you know, it's quite frustrating because the leak seems amazing, but once again is destroyed by the lack of testing. We are literally beta testing shit, and by the time the league will be balanced, it will probably be dead at this point with no one giving a shit. So you know, the casual GGG thing happening every fucking league, which is beyond frustrating for the loyal fan player base, which are still ongoing. Okay, this is all my thoughts for the meta, guys. If you want to see build in action, make sure you jump on stream. I'm streaming daily on the working days and the weekends too, so make sure you check it out. Thanks for watching and see you soon.